You know, there's lots in this world that we can't control, as hard as many of us often try. That includes me. But what if we could redirect that energy into the one most important thing that we can control? Hey everybody, it's Ed the Trainer, and I'm sure that most of you probably know what that one thing is, right? Well, we'll talk about it right around the corner on this week's Tips on Tuesday. So if you've watched us regularly, you know by now that I have young kiddos at home. And for us, at this time of year, it's just past the midterm time in school. And now, for sure, we absolutely know that the summer is over. And now we've got to really lock in for the long haul of the school year ahead. And for a few months now, we've visited and we've revisited our expectations of the kids. You know, what's okay in class and what's not okay, just between their peers more than anything. Because over the last few years, our experience is that a lot of that discussion revolves around that behavior more so than actual schoolwork in class. But something struck me the other week as I sat down with my son and I broke down his midterm report with him. And you see, he's doing very well. He got 3 A's and he got 5 B's, and he's a great kiddo. He's got a huge heart. He may be a little mischievous, just a little bit, but he's a very funny kid. He's very, very smart. But his midterm, well, it turns out that 3 of those 5 B's were for effort. Effort. 3 B's in effort. So we sat down and had a talk about how his midterm could have gone from good, which it is. It's good. It's a very good midterm. It could have gone from good to great. And I asked him if he could imagine a midterm with 6 A's and 2 B's instead. I said, that's a huge swing, isn't it, buddy? Just based on the one thing that you can choose to control every single day. And that's your effort. Having a good attitude and putting forth the effort. Now listen, I'll fully admit that he's definitely a mini me. He's got a lot of my personality. In fact, a lot of his personality is exactly me. My wife reminds me of it all the time. So I get it, actually probably more than she knows. But, you know, maybe it's just that school at this point for him is not the biggest challenge, and he's just being a little bit more social than he should, which for the most part is fine, but it obviously can come across as sometimes not putting in the effort that he should, or just plain goofing off in class. And believe me, I can still hear my middle school English teacher's voice in my head. The same stuff. And yes, Mrs. Hoder, I still promise to work to my potential. But honestly, isn't this a lesson that many of us could stand to be reminded of as adults? Almost on a daily basis? I mean, I know it's true for me. No matter what goes on around us, we have a choice every single day as to how our effort and our attitude affects our outcomes. And with consistency, this effect can amount to huge differences over time. Thanks for spending a couple of minutes with me today, everybody. I really, really appreciate your time. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you soon.
Up in the morning and out to school. The teacher is teaching the golden rule. American history and practical math.